lock down some units, headhunters to kill destroyers, and here we go. So you see, focus on this Crypt Fiend. He does burrow in time, but he actually bought Dust. And this is very intelligent. This is something that Focus learned from last game. He's like, dude, he burrows in time occasionally. Let's bring Dust. Now, unfortunately, you can only really kill 2 Fiends this way, because usually you don't kill the unit more than every 20 seconds because of Death Coil and whatnot, but you see, again, just lots of healing, lots of damage output, and just because of how much damage his Blade Master does, and because he's going to Invul Pot right here, yep, I actually did that before seeing the replay, alright, you know, he's able to just do some damage and pick out these units and just keep chain healing and keep chain healing, and right here he should probably drop the pendant and chug the Greater Mana Potion, because he's not going to have time to do it later on. And this is dumb that he's not doing it, because now he's going to have to chug the potion without dropping the pendant, and that's just going to hurt his mana totals. So here we go, Focus Fire going off. Here comes the mana usage. There's the see, he could have used the pendant and had more mana. So Hex is the Death Knight so that he doesn't get coiled, I would presume. He's got Berserker form now, and you notice that he's now whittled his opponent down to slightly fewer units. Ensnare on the Obsidian statue is very intelligent, because you could ensnare the Death Knight and you'd still have Death Knight for a bit. But no one wants to leave their statue out to dry. No one wants to do that. Now he does, which is a little bit stupid, but hi, I'm Orc. I found your destroyer. Good times. More chain heals. You can just see just how many chain heals he's casting. This is probably like his 10th chain heal or something ridiculous. And you know, thanks for having tons of mana. Now, Fav made a very intelligent play, and this is something that all Undeads should do. They really, really should do. Is you send that one ghoul, and it's turned out also some skeletons later on, into that expansion, and you will pick off all those peons. It's a very, very intelligent thing to do, and it kept Focus from mining. This is the kind of situation where Orcs often get in when they get pushed, where it's like, dude, what the hell am I supposed to do? He killed my expansion, this army's really sweet, how am I going to win this? And you notice that, okay, look, Focus did very well, and even though he lost units at the beginning of that battle, he got really just kind of destroyed at the beginning of that previous battle, which you kind of saw. Mass chain heals, and this is partially just item luck. I'll give you this. It's partially item luck, but, you know, chain heals, of course, vital, 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 vital. And here we go, Death Knight Focus. Blade Master damage output is thanks. Blade Master taking damage, not so thanks, but you just see some damage output going off, and now he's going for the Fiends again. He goes for whatever units he can. There's the Coda coming in there, eats a Crypt Fiend, good play. He does not have any more chain heals, unfortunately, but he will kill that Fiend off. And actually, the Death Knight only has 1 coil left. And notice those Berserkers for the statue. Very, very smart. The entire time while oh, that's unfortunate. He got completely blocked. Those 2 Berserkers blocking themselves. Oh, man. That's... No, never mind. It's really funny. So, it's basically what Focus did there is that while he was making his opponent be like, oh my god, my Crypt Fiend, I've got to burrow it, I've got to coil it, I've got to do all this stuff, Raffle, I right-clicked your statue. And, you know, it's just what he's doing is he's whittling down units, because the thing is, especially if he can kill off the statues, and this is especially if he can kill off the statues. This is actually a very important tenet of this. The thing is, if all the heroes level up, it's slightly better for the Orc player, because, well, not only will the Orc heroes level up faster because there's only 2 of them as opposed to 3 of them, even though the Undead heroes need less experience to level, just in general, I mean, you gain more from leveling up to 4 to 5 than from 2 to 3. You gain more. But the important thing is that if he runs out of mana, you know, he only needs to chug a mana potion on 1 hero. If Fav runs out of mana, like, all his heroes need mana to be useful, and if he has no mana on any of them, that's pretty harsh. Now, very lucky there, the Blade Master managing to live, and again, you just notice what he did there. He just split the damage up. He had his heroes and, like, maybe a Raider hitting the Pit Lord. Then he had his Berserkers and maybe another Raider, because I think one just got killed, going after one of the destroyers, and you just split up the focus. You basically play the damage type game, and that's, I think, one of the only ways you can really mess with Undead when they have coil, is you have to give them 2 targets, and as long as you ensnare both of them or purge both of them, or, you know, keep both of them locked down so they can't burrow and use an alternative form of healing, if you give your opponent 2 targets, you're in good shape. And that's just a very important sort of tenet, is you know, if your opponent has oh wow, nice item drop. Pairs Vitality for the Blade Master is very, very useful. But like I said, if you give your opponent 2 targets, he can only coil one of them, and as long as they're both ensnared, he's guaranteed to lose one, and that's just every time. And as long as you have a decent army setup, like Berserkers with Kodo Aura, who are doing what right now they're doing about 30 damage a shot average. Against a destroyer, they're doing 60 damage a shot. You take 15% off. 50% of 60 is 9. So they're doing 50 damage a hit to a destroyer. 18 shots to kill a destro. 18 shots. That's not bad at all. What? How about shut up? So shut up. I hate you. Yeah, no shit. You couldn't tell I was talking as I'm walking into the room? Like, gee, I wonder if Turley's talking. You're so bad. I hate you. Anyway, so focus running across the map now with... I have to edit that out, by the way. Alright. Shadowhunter running across level 5, clarity potion, of course, all kinds of fun stuff. Has another clarity in case he doesn't get focused during the battle. So let's see. Pillard running around, level 2, 3, 4, okay. Fav has a decent army still, though. He has 2 attack upgrades, which is nice. 56 60 food. He's actually slightly out-fooding focus, but that's pretty minor. Ghoul pick-off is kind of random. I don't know what that was about per se. But here we go. Now, now both players know where they each are. Of course, Fav knew just because that Ghoul died on top of his army, and Focus knows because of the Windwalk. And actually, Focus is looking for blood. This looks like a better army for Focus. And there's, ooh, no wonder he has 1/1 upgrades on these Raiders. I don't know why he went for Raider attack. Probably would be better to get Berserker attack, but whatever. And here we go. So there's the Focus going off. You notice that everything right here, every single piece of his army takes less damage from Fiends and from Destros. Everything's medium armor, except for that Coda Beast. So here we go. Focus fire going off. He's got Link on everything. But he's also roared on everything. So here we go. Mass damage output. You see that the Blade Master and the Shadowhunter are going for 1 unit apiece, and these Berserkers are going for a completely different unit, and these Raiders are kind of in the middle doing whatever. But you notice that sort of Blade Master and Shadowhunter going for these statues and these Fiends. Destroyers getting dropped by Berserkers. You just notice split focus every single time. Split focus, split focus. Without him really disenchanting this Spirit Link, you just see that these units aren't dying. He unburrows and he does not have dust, and you just see all these units dropping off. And suddenly the army just gets too good. And this is really an important point with Mass Berserker Raider, is that your opponent has to actually kill you in the first like 5-10 minutes of getting, oh, nice death pack, but he's still going to lose that because of Purge. And there it goes, 1 more hit. Good game. You notice how good that opening was when he had just Grunt Raider Walker and like 1 Troll Headhunter. The battle was so easy for him. And I mean, yeah, okay, the Troll Shadowhunter leveled up, and that helped a lot. But really, it was all about how good his army was in relation to his opponent's army. Fiend Destro is really good against Grunt Raider Walker, because you've got Grunts who just kind of suck in general, because you've got Frost Armor, so your only really source of damage output is your Blade Master, and you've got some Ensnare going off. Destroyers aren't going to die anytime soon. Fiends aren't going to die very easily either. When you get towards late game, when Focus survived just by having this really ridiculous Blade Master Shadowhunter mid game where he's like running around with his Blade Master and he's critting everything and all this crap and chain healing like 50 million times, he got to build up his Raider Berserker army, and 1 Kodo, maybe 1 or 2 Spirit Walkers, just link everything up, get the Kodo Aura on, and you just saw, I mean, just rewatch that last battle, how quickly everything fell. They had equal food, their hero levels were roughly equivalent. I mean, not great, but they're decent. He had a Howl to try to cancel out the Kodo Aura. Didn't work great, but again, he had it. And it didn't matter. You just owned him up. So that's just important things right here. So for Orc players, try to get your macro going. Just get that Berserker Orb Raider and Kodo Aura going. That's all it really is about this matchup. For the Undead players, just the converse. Try to win it at that early battle. Right. I really like the strategy Fav used in this game as opposed to the one he used in the previous game. It just is better because just his playstyle. This sort of applies to a pro level more than anything else, but that playstyle, for example, it forced his opponent into defending and playing tier 2. He's like, oh crap, he's massing, oh crap, he's massing. Even, the initial build order, everything. So, tip for Undead players, okay? If you do the build order that Fav used in game 2, if your opponent goes fast tier 3, tower push him. If your opponent doesn't go fast tier 3, then tech tier 3 and screw with him, because you're going to have the tech advantage on him. Normally, Orcs have the tech advantage, not in this case. So then you could show up with Destroyers in the Orb before your opponent can show up with Berserkers in the Orb. And just win that battle and you're good. Now, playing well early mid-game, a little bit harder, but do what you can. Thanks for listening. Audio copyrighted 2009 by the website. See you guys later.